Hey everyone, Stitch here. You all know what a stickler I am about good patches. So this week we're going to pass through a solar flare for a moment, jump back in time to when Justin from THISJUSTIN did a comprehensive review on our Vala kid-size SG patches. So let's travel back to September 11th, 2015 and take a look at Justin's overview and what went into making these tiny works of art.
I've mentioned how small details like patches make a big impact on your costume or your display, and in this video I'm talking about even smaller patches to make, the same amount of impact for sure. Stargate SG1, in the entirety of its 10 years, had a very specific look to it. All the characters and the main cast all wore a very similar uniform, being a uniform and all, but specifically they all pretty much looked the same. The same vests, the same jackets, the same pants, boots, you name it. They pretty much matched part for part with minor variances over the years. Now right from the get-go, SG1 was very cognizant of their SG1 logo, and they did use this wherever they could, and it impacted all the SG teams throughout the years. But SG1 was its own entity and had its own artwork and look, and that was brought all the way through, including when they introduced Vala Maldoran. Now, Vala's character, played by Claudia Black, was a unique character and became the 5th member of SG1 and had her own set of costume. Again, as I've mentioned, everyone had a uniform look. Again, the same jackets and everything. But Vala was a little different. She had custom-made pants and a short jacket, different kind of vest, and even her own patches. Now, I don't know what made them do it. I don't know if it was just because of the look that Claudia's character was going for, or whether it was just a new idea, but they completely shrunk down the SG1 patch and the Earth patch. They did leave room on her jacket for the United States Air Force patch, but they never actually did a small version of that. But again, I don't know why they did this. I don't know why they didn't go with a full size, but thankfully, the patches were procured by Stitch's Loft, who is going to be mentioned in the description here, because they actually can serve two main purposes when it comes to Stargate costuming, and that is one, if you want to replicate Vala's costume, you can, and two, if you have kids and you want to do kind of child patches or whatnot, you can also do that. And let me tell you, they work perfectly for both things for sure. Now, we were able to replicate these patches as closely as possible for our first run, and they went really, really well. But I thought I'd first show you each of the patches themselves. So starting right off the bat, you have the SG1 patch. And as you can see, it's pretty much a smaller version of the actually second SG1 patch that was in the series. And it has a lot of those same kind of details. It has the gaps between each of the chevrons. It's really cool. And it's really, really neat. Now, the one that we created also was very, very close. Now, as you're looking in the close-up here, you can see we got it almost stitch for stitch perfect. Colors pretty close, and the overall size and scale is pretty exact. I'm so happy with these. They are pretty much exactly what we were looking for to do. There was actually a couple different varieties of Vala's patches throughout the screen used ones that actually were sold off in the Cropworks auctions. So we decided on this particular one to copy just because we like the look of it comparatively to the actual sized SG1 patches. Next up, we have the Earth patch. Now, the Earth patch is quite a bit different. They changed some of the colors and they changed the size, but they also changed a few little details, which some of them I caught in my first run through of this patch and others I did not. But overall, it was pretty much just a completely shrunk down version of the patch, but they did take few little liberties. Whether they had them done by the same patch maker or not, I can't tell. But overall, you can kind of see them. And here's our patch. I'm sure right away you can see that we got it pretty close. I'm very happy with it. Size and scale and overall tone is pretty close. Very happy with them. And yeah, it's just amazing to see this patch finally come. This is something that Ryan at Stitch's Loft and I had been talking about for years to do. So as you can see on my daughter's version of the costume, the patches work really well for scale. There you go. It was pretty good. And it really, it looks a lot better than some of the other fan-made smaller patches that were made for kids at the time. So there you go, the demunitized Stargate SG1 and Earth Vala patches. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments below. In the description, you will see a link to Ryan's StitchesLoft.com site where you can purchase these for yourself if you want them. For now though, if you click here and here for 2 more Stargate patch videos, check those out, see what you think of those. I have some more patch videos eventually coming as I get to them. But thank you so much for liking and subscribing. But as always, thanks for watching.